They're here. Earthgang is in the building.
Yo,
what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
So we
Blessed,
good,
man. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it's my boy's birthday right now.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
start it out the right way.
Happy birthday.
Cheers to my boy Doc.
Cheers.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
hate to cheers with water, y'all.
Nah, do what
I know
you
that's
gotta
a
do.
sin, but
Oh, that's awful. That's terrible.
That means it only goes up.
That means it
from
works.
It's 80 proof. Yeah.
80 proof?
I believe that.
You could clean cuts with that.
Goodness gracious.
I believe
That means
You scuff your arm, you can put it
Yeah.
on.
it works.
Goodness gracious.
It's gonna make for a good conversation.
Well, tell
Not
us.
that much. You know what I mean? We might need it. What bottle at? Bring it.
So the name of that song is "Die Today,"
Yes.
And that was the video that the audience just got a chance to take a look at. Walk us through it. Why those choices? You see a lot of political stuff happening in the video.
Shoot, man. We was talking about just kind of like the state of everything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like with AI coming into play with people's jobs and industry, all types of industries, not just the music industry, but also with, just like valuing things while they're here. Things, people, art forms, all of that stuff. So in the video, you see we fake our deaths, and that's when we get the most love. Kind of like how it is when people actually do die. You know what I'm saying? Their Instagram followers shoot up, their views shoot up, their streams shoot up. So we just wanted to play on that, you know what I'm saying, in a good way.
Was it somebody's actual passing that made you guys want to do this type of video? Because I feel like you guys always do things that reflect what's happening right now. Not exactly.
I mean, death is
not for
low-key a
music.
constant. You know
I'm
what
about
I'm
to say,
saying?
that's
Like,
always happening. I can't pinpoint it to one.
part of life. So it's not, it wasn't like one thing, but it was, I guess it was just like, maybe like looking back over the past 18 months to 2 years or something, even since the pandemic, I feel like a lot of people have gone through some type of metamorphosis or death or grieving space of like, I'm letting this thing go. It may not actually be a person. It's like, this is being taken away from me, or I'm letting it go and I'm grieving this and I'm moving forward to a new space in life. So.
Yeah.
As a fan, it definitely felt uncomfortable seeing you guys in caskets.
And it felt uncomfortable doing that shit. I caught a super, like, probably my only in my life panic attack doing that video. I was like,
Really?
man, I'm not going back out on set. I was in the trailer like, I'm not going back out there. I'm not going back out there. They had to come get me. I was like, all right, I'll do it for the team. But I'm in there like, don't close the door. Like,
You gotta see the sunlight. Give me a little sunlight.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Crack it the whole time at least.
Sure.
But it's such a crazy representation of like in the video you guys faked your deaths, but we've seen even we're talking about the pandemic. There have been multiple times that there have been people who have been pronounced dead by the internet, but they're still alive. I think the one that comes to my mind immediately is like it was like a couple days before DMX actually passed, and there was one night at midnight where they're like, oh, DMX passed away, but he wasn't not with us anymore yet. So it's just crazy how
in like 2018 or like maybe 16. Something like that. Wayne died. Remember I thought Wayne died?
On the plane or something.
Yeah,
like that,
we was
right?
crying, bro. I mean, I was with Jid. We was crying. I feel like we was at like South by or something at the time. We was like, man, what if Wayne really gone, bro? What if Wayne really gone? But like, Wayne ain't gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember like that's like a common thing. But I remember like every time that happens, it's immediately let me go check everything. Let me go understand everything about him. Everybody want to be understood.
Yeah.
The other side of this album, obviously, this song particularly deals with mortality and inevitable day that we all must face, right? But there's a whole other side of this album too about the very human side of music and how we're in a battle with that and we're losing. We talk about that a lot on this show.
Yeah.
Does AI scare y'all?
Nah.
No, it don't scare me. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's evolution. It's something about evolution. Sometimes there's uncomfortable parts before you settle into what you're gonna be next.
Yeah.
So this is just part of that metamorphosis. You know what I'm saying? Like when a butterfly come out the cocoon, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you can't just rip it up. It has to like break each part itself in order to really fly. So this is just part of what that is, like part of the change.
And also, we've been dealing with AI much longer than we think. Right?
Yeah,
We've been playing the computer on 2K for years. You know what I'm saying? Like and playing Madden and stuff, and it's like that's AI.
It's just been evolving right in front of us and right around us all this whole time.
And I also think the thing that separates is kind of literally just dawned on me. The thing that separates human creativity and AI is the art of storytelling. Computers can't reach into an emotional space. They can't tap into whatever it is that we store our memories and our feelings at the same place to retell a story that somebody in here can relate to, somebody on the other side of the world can relate to. Yeah. So every time I hear like an AI record, I'm like, okay, that's cool, I get it, but like, I can't really see it though. I don't know.
Yeah, I
you
got.
know what I'm
It's
saying?
the
Like, I
details.
don't think you lived it though.
I'm
You
about to say,
feel me?
It's the details that make you feel it. For example, if AI wanted to list a bunch of sad or like emotional or even happy situations, you could definitely get that list out of it. But like if I tell you a story that I went through and be like, and I always remember, you know what I'm saying, my grandma, you know what I'm saying, closing the door before she left. Or like, so you know what I'm saying, it'd be like the little things of like the details about a memory that put you in that place too, like put you behind my eyes. They hasn't really made that connection yet.
Yeah, okay, I'm glad y'all said that because again, it's a constant thing on this show. We talk about it a lot, and I'm probably like the grumpy old man who's always like, "Man, fuck this shit. We gotta eradicate this shit." Da 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 da.
We gotta pour water on the computers. Get the fire hose.
What I'm saying is like listening to this project brought such a smile to my face because I was like, "Oh, a computer can't do that." Exactly what you're talking about, not just the details, but even the music and the production and the richness of just the instrumentation. Like it was so vast and varied. I'm like, there's no computer that could spit this out. Like you might be able to give me a simple 808 beat that you program.
Yeah.
There was no way that a computer could have made this, and it kind of gave me hope in that fashion. Listening to this,
That's part of my favorite thing about AI. A lot of people are like, oh no, what it's gonna force people to do is be more creative. Like it's gonna if you really want to stand out, you really gotta stand out now. You can't. It's like, well, cool. What it's gonna do is really eliminate the tier of mediocrity because it's like, well, I can achieve mediocre by typing, you know what I'm saying, or clicking or programming, you know what I'm saying, versus if I wanna stand out now, I gotta really stand out because I'm competing with actual creativity plus this machine which like takes the mid-grade just already over.
Right. Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because he was talking about being the grumpy old man about AI. He gonna be mad at me when I say this, but I actually try to use AI to make like a cover art. Like one of my friends tried to do it for me, right? And he's making it. And by the way, like obviously y'all's cover art is always incredible, right? And where I'm going with this is that the AI, even though he kept on telling exactly the AI what we wanted, it never just like I kept looking at him like this is ugly, this is ugly, this is ugly. And then he's like, it's missing the soul.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I think like that's like the, you know, there are good ways that AI could help, like, you know, helping restore people's voices in certain ways, you know, artists who are actually still alive and can't rap like they used to. But in other ways like that with the art, like even the physical media and the things that we like that we're staring at when it comes to the cover, like they can't replicate that.
Yes, I mean it's all a tool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can use AI in everything you do with if you DJing for like organizing records and stuff, or you know what I'm saying, like even when we produce, like
Spotify been doing it for years.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm
like
saying? If you ever-
separating sonics, separating vocals and all of those things. But like there comes a certain point, like you say, where like that human component, that God particle, that creative element supersedes everything else. And and not only does it supersede everything else, but it makes it relatable to the consumers, which are human beings.
What's interesting is how AI is attempting to evolve at a rate that's comparable to, you know what I'm saying, match up with us. It's gonna be interesting to see. This is just something as a futurist I kind of predict. This would be interesting to see the blur between like a kid who's 5 today when he turns 17 and where AI has developed by the time he gets there, and will they be able to tell the difference?
Yeah, you know, because I tell, as much as I'm a grumpy old man, I tell my kids, I'm like, y'all better learn how to use this shit because this is gonna be essential to having a career in anything.
I say I do love them, man, kicking alligator photos. I love them. Keep them coming, AI.
With the watermelons?
Yeah,
like
keep
that?
them coming.
Y'all ever like experiment making pictures like that?
Yeah.
I'll be on Midjourney some nights. You know what I'm saying? Roll me up a blunt and I just make AI pictures all night. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
like the cartoon photos, like where they remake SpongeBob and they got like the drip on them and shit. Yeah, that should be killing.
Yeah, with the grills.
Yeah.
They killing Anthony Davis right now with the AI photos, man. They got
the one with
it's
the
just one
CDL?
game.
They got
dog.
working 9 to 5s.
He done got his CDL license with AI. He's at McDonald's.
This NBA season is going to be the most AI NBA season ever. I'm excited.
I love that though. I'm actually excited about that. I love a good meme.
Yeah.
But Gabe brought up the cover art that he was trying to make, but let's talk about the cover art for this EP. There's a very iconic inspiration behind the cover art that you guys chose. Tell us about it.
Pink Floyd. I would say Pink Floyd's probably inspired something from each project that we've ever made ever, but this one in particular, dang, y'all got me on my birthday, a little tissy. What's the name of that project?
Off the Wall.
Yeah. No, not off the wall.
It's not Off the Wall.
No,
It's
Off the Wall. Michael Jackson.
Pink Michael Jackson Floyd.
It's also great album, great cover as well.
Yeah.
The Wall.
No,
The
not
Wall
yet.
is just the Wall,
just the
yeah.
wall. So yeah, essentially, you know, this was kind of born from the spirit of like we wanted to combine some of like what is one of the most sacred human arts. It's the art of tagging. You know what I'm saying? Something that people just get out there and do. Part of what makes that sacred is because you know somebody did it, number one. And two, it's like where they do it, like the location. Like, how do you get up there? How'd you get down there? How'd you put that painting and start over there and ended up over there? How'd you get that size on this wall in the middle of the night when no one knows? That's all like human element aspects to bring to it. So we wanted to like bring that kind of spirit into the project. And then we was inspired by Pink Floyd.
How many people did it take to do this?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody thinks it's one tagger, but sometimes it's,
it's a team.
Group effort.
It's a team,
you know what I'm saying?
So,
do stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like we wanted to bring that spirit and like put that into this project.
I like how you guys include elements of art, and I know you guys also did an art show in New York City in collaboration with this EP too. What was the inspo behind that?
We started that here actually. We started doing them last December. Out here, just like honestly, the initial inspiration for that was just to, we in Atlanta. It was to provide a different kind of party to go to. Initially, that was the whole point. Atlanta parties, I would say 90% of them is like hookah scam parties. Nothing wrong with that.
What's a hookah scam?
Yeah,
party?
why
What
the
does that mean?
scam?
It's the grass wall. It's the scammers
Grass
with the
wall is
bottles.
my
Yeah.
Every restaurant in Atlanta
The
has a
grass.
grass wall.
Yeah, come on, hey,
It's hookah, lamb chops, scammers with the bottles.
Oh,
and grass
lamb
wall.
chops too.
The lamb chops.
They always got like some variation of
That's
Rasta
be
pasta.
busting
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Rasta pasta.
Man, last time I was here,
busting. What they talking about? Why be busting?
The pink Atlanta party.
Be
I'm from
busting,
here.
bro.
But at the same time, you got to provide something different. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
we
that's
also, you know what I'm saying, from Atlanta where it would be like a lot of just weird parties to go to. So we started off doing them like that, and it kind of turned it. We wanted to, you know what I'm saying, put like a lot of our artist homies on. So he's like, yeah, we'll throw parties and you can sell your art at my party, bro. Like, pull up. So we hollering at Paper Frank. We hollering at like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the Evil Twins, a lot of the local talent around the city. And then we put that together and then we said, well, we'll do one in Afropunk and we'll do. So we trying to take them a lot of places actually just to keep the element of just like, look, this is a party. It's a good time. This ain't about no clout. This is about celebrating people on some like, y'all ever seen The Matrix? Like the second one? On some Zion shit. It's like, this is where the humans come to party.
Fire.
That's fire.
I love that because it's bringing another element besides the music, because music is art, but then also paintings and stuff like that as well. But another thing, or another reason why I'm a big fan of you guys is because I feel like you guys are always putting me on to something outside of just hip hop culture. Like the fact that y'all went on tour with the Gorillas, I'm like, who the fuck are the Gorillas? And I tap in, I'm like, oh, they're actually fire.
Yeah, they legends.
Shout out them folks.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about the Spilligion album previous to this one because it's one of my favorite projects by you guys just because y'all ended it on a sad note but still made it happy. And I feel like you guys did that again with this EP as well. It's like, how are you guys finding positives out of these? Like I don't really see an end in these issues that you guys be talking about. But y'all
Well, it's
still
the
make it.
humor, you know what I'm saying? It's that Joker element, you know what I'm saying? It's that like, shitstorms, in the middle of a shitstorm, you're gonna laugh about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you realize that you're not in control at the end of the
you're
day.
not in control.
You know what I'm saying? You could do everything in your power. You know what I'm saying? You think you could have this all orchestrated and figured out, but then you realize, at the end of the day, I'm not in control. So let me at least enjoy it.
I'm about to say,
Let me not like rack my brain the whole time I'm on this ride trying to say where it go next. Like,
And that was dope too, because Bobby Boucher is the last song on the album. And we had got that previous to the project coming out for some time. And it was one experience listening to it singular, but for the project to end like that, like Nyla said, I like it made me appreciate the song over again, even though I was like, all right, I heard the song, I know what it is, but it just sounded different in the context of the sequence.
Yeah, it's like a to be continued, you know what I'm saying? Like a cliffhanger. That's really what we wanted to do. Yeah, that's all right.
To be continued, so then what's next?
The next installment. So basically, the whole campaign, Earthgang versus the Algorithm, is a series of EPs, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna do like a big album for it, but we was like, we're gonna do a deconstructive vibe, you know what I'm saying? Break it down so everybody gets to hear each song, get to have those kind of moments that you got to have where you enjoy it and then you really enjoy it for what it is. You enjoy it as a piece of a body of work and you get to kind of like just look at the painting itself. So yeah, the next EP is coming soon. It's called Robophobia. I don't know if we talking about it now, but yeah, Robophobia.
This live, so we talking about it now.
It just dropped.
Robophobia on OT Dub, man. It's on the way.